Did you know that most cat owners completely overlook the warning signs of an unhappy cat? They assume their kitty is just being independent, when in reality that cat could be stressed, anxious, or even sick. In today's video, I'll reveal 8 clear signs your cat is unhappy. Let's dive right in. Sign 1, watch how they act around you. Cats may be independent, but you are still the center of their world. Every meow, purr, and tail flick is part of their language. So, when they start acting differently around you, it's often the first sign that something's wrong. A once affectionate cat might suddenly retreat, hide under the bed, or stop greeting you at the door. They may even flinch when you reach out to pet them. This isn't them being moody. It can be a sign of emotional distress, or worse, hidden pain. Remember, cats are experts at masking illness. In the wild, showing weakness made them vulnerable, so they learned to hide discomfort. But when your cuddly kitty suddenly avoids touch, it's time to pay attention. Watch for subtle changes too. A cat that used to purr immediately when petted, but now takes time to warm up, or one that used to follow you around, but now keeps their distance. These behavioral shifts don't happen overnight and shouldn't be ignored. If you notice these changes, always start with a vet visit to rule out medical problems. If your cat is healthy, look for stress triggers at home, like a new pet, routine changes, or loud environments. Sometimes even small changes like new furniture or a different air freshener can upset sensitive cats. Sign 2, watch their grooming habits. Cats are famously clean, spending hours every day grooming. But when grooming changes, it's a warning. If your cat's once glossy coat starts looking greasy, matted, or patchy, it could mean they've stopped grooming, often because of pain or illness. Older cats, especially those with arthritis, may find grooming too uncomfortable. You might notice they can't reach certain areas anymore, or they give up grooming halfway through their usual routine. On the flip side, over-grooming is just as concerning. If you see bald spots, irritated skin, or an unusual amount of hairballs, your cat may be licking excessively to self-soothe. Stress, boredom, or anxiety often trigger this behavior. Some cats will lick until they create open wounds or hot spots on their skin. Watch for repetitive licking patterns. Cats might focus on one area obsessively, like their belly, legs, or tail base. This can happen when they're dealing with environmental stress, changes in routine, or even boredom. Provide enrichment with toys, scratching posts, and safe spaces. Create vertical territory with cat trees and shelves. If overgrooming continues, consult your vet. Sometimes calming pheromones or dietary changes help. For cats who've stopped grooming, gentle brushing can help maintain their coat while you address underlying issues. Sign 3, watch their behavior at home. Your cat's home is their sanctuary. Normally, they spread their scent by rubbing against furniture, lounging in sunny spots, or scratching their posts. But stress can completely change this behavior. If your cat starts scratching aggressively in new places like door frames or carpets, it may be their way of reclaiming control. They might also start avoiding areas they once loved, no longer sleeping in favorite spots, or refusing to enter certain rooms. Even more alarming is spraying, leaving small amounts of urine on vertical surfaces. That's not about the litter box. It's about insecurity and marking territory. Watch for changes in their daily patrol routes too. Happy cats have predictable patterns. They check windows, visit feeding areas, and claim sunny spots at regular times. Unhappy cats might disrupt these routines, spending excessive time hiding or constantly moving without settling. Think about recent changes. A new pet, a move. Even outdoor cats near the window can trigger spraying. Construction noise, new neighbors, or changes in household schedules can also affect territorial behavior. To help keep routines consistent, add pheromone diffusers and make sure your cat has private resting areas. Create multiple resource stations throughout your home so your cat doesn't feel cornered or threatened. Sign 4, watch how they eat. Cats are creatures of habit, especially with food. So, a sudden change in appetite is a loud warning bell. If your cat refuses food for more than 24 hours, get them to the vet immediately. Cats that stop eating are at risk of fatty liver disease, a potentially fatal condition that can develop in just a few days. Watch for subtle eating changes too. A cat that used to finish meals completely but now leaves food, or one that eats very slowly and cautiously when they used to eat eagerly. But overeating can also signal stress or boredom. Emotional eating happens in cats too. leading to obesity, diabetes, and joint problems. Some stressed cats become food aggressive, guarding their bowls or eating frantically as if the food might disappear. Others might start eating at unusual times or demanding food constantly throughout the day. Pay attention to their eating posture and environment preferences. Cats who suddenly want to eat alone, away from other pets, or who seem anxious while eating might be dealing with social stress. The solution is balance. Stick to a regular feeding schedule. Use puzzle feeders to keep meals engaging and reduce stress in their environment. Consider feeding multiple small meals instead of 1 or 2 large ones, and ensure each cat has their own feeding station in multi-pet homes. Sign 5. Watch how they sleep. Cats sleep a lot, 12 to 16 hours a day. But changes in sleeping habits are one of the biggest warning signs. If your cat used to nap next to you, but now hides in closets or under furniture, it's often a sign they feel unsafe or unwell. In the wild, cats hide when vulnerable, and your pet still follows that instinct. Watch for changes in sleep location preferences. A cat that always slept on high perches but now sleeps on the floor might be dealing with mobility issues. Conversely, a ground-level sleeper who suddenly seeks high hiding spots might feel threatened. Restlessness, insomnia, or pacing at night can also signal anxiety. You might notice your cat getting up frequently, changing positions constantly, or seeming unable to get comfortable. On the other hand, sleeping far more than usual, paired with low energy or lack of interest in food, can point to illness or even depression. Senior cats might experience sleep cycle disruptions due to cognitive changes, while younger cats might have trouble sleeping due to stress or overstimulation. If your cat's sleep suddenly changes, especially if combined with other signs like appetite loss or withdrawal, consult a vet immediately. Sleep patterns are one of the clearest indicators that your cat's well-being is in danger. Sign 6. Watch how they play. Play is your cat's outlet for hunting instincts, exercise, and joy. When they lose interest in toys, it could mean stress, depression, or physical pain. A playful cat that suddenly ignores their favorite feather toy may be experiencing arthritis, dental pain, or simply emotional withdrawal. Watch for changes in play intensity too. A cat that used to play vigorously but now engages half-heartedly might be telling you something. On the other hand, a stressed cat might not feel safe enough to play, or they might play too aggressively, redirecting anxiety into destructive behavior. Some cats become hyperactive when stressed, engaging in frantic play sessions followed by complete exhaustion. Others might show interest in toys but give up quickly, lacking the sustained attention they once had. Age-appropriate expectations matter here. Senior cats naturally play less, but a sudden complete stop in play activity warrants attention. Encourage gentle, interactive play with toys that mimic prey. Try different types of toys to see what captures their interest. Wand toys, laser pointers, and puzzle feeders can all help. Experiment until you find what excites them again. And remember, your involvement matters. Cats often need their humans to initiate and participate in play sessions.